What's up, guys? A very short update on the price of Bitcoin. Well, as you can see, we have this short, kind of narrow region for consolidation after the growth from $110 to $120,000, and I would say that it's pretty normal and it's pretty expected. The only question now remains the same, is whether the price will go to kind of some lower level and collect liquidity below $116,000 and then get a pullback from there, or we'll have some kind of a growth and then go down and then the actual real move to the upside. There is of course a chance that we won't get any drop below that level, but it's actually seemed to be pretty unlikely to me, because again we tested that so many times, and well, I mean, it always like that. Here we tested many times, we finally broke it. Here especially we tested so many times, finally broke it. So that is probably the same thing. But it doesn't mean that we'll continue to go much lower. Again, $110,000 is very strong support right now. So even though we may drop somewhere there, even like make a shadow from the candle a little lower than that, but I don't think that it's sustainable. I think that we'll have a pullback from there, and that will be the start of the impulse to the upside. That is just the trend. There is no massive signature of the things potentially go other way, like massive correction, drop below 50K or something like that. On the daily time frame, I would argue that we are continuing to go lower on the oscillators like stochastic RSI, but at the same time the price is in a narrow region here, so probably it means that we're kind of cooling down with the indicators, and at some point, potentially when the value of those indicators reach the bottom level, we'll start to catch up with the price going upwards. That is again very typical behavior, and that's nothing surprising to me. Just again, it could go through slightly different ways, but the output is probably the same. And Ether remains the same. So we had like a major pump here, and we're having correction, which also I think I mentioned that it's probably somewhere around $3,500. So it actually made a little bit higher than that, and it's already too far from the Bollinger Bands on the weekly time frame. Almost always when we see that something like that, we close below the upper limit of the Bollinger Bands, and now it's somewhat around $3,540. So this week will probably close lower than this. Again, it's just a statistical feature. Whenever we have such a pattern, then I mean, I probably don't remember any occasion in the recent price action history that we had like closing above the upper Bollinger Bands. For BTC, I think there was such a thing, but not for Ether. Of course, it could happen, especially if Bitcoin will surge from there. It will probably drag Ether even higher, but statistically, that's unlikely. So I think still we can have a significantly long price action within this narrow region, and then after that we'll see those false breakouts, maybe both sides, and then move upwards. Yeah, so pretty much the same as before, just need to keep some patience, and after that we'll see things go in expected in the right way. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Again, comments to the video or Telegram, Twitter, as always. I will keep you updated whenever there is something very interesting or some massive price action, so I'll try to update on that. And yeah, let's wait and see you in the guys next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.